she was afraid that somebody would say,
2, 3, 4, tell the people what she wore.
it was an itsy bitsy teeny weeny yellow polka dot bikini that she wore for the first time.
The 1950s marked the beginning of one of the biggest economic booms in U.S. history and spurred the rise of consumerism and American excess that has defined a lot of our culture. Once World War II ended, Americans no longer had to ration things like food and clothing. A new availability of different types of fabrics arose and allowed a new type of fashion to bloom. Women's dresses were now made with excess fabric, showing off an abundance of pleats, petticoats, and collars. Also, women began wearing clothing in an hourglass shape, using corsets to maintain their figures. Poodle skirts, bobby sacks, saddle shoes, and ponytails were the popular trend. Style clothing became an important part of the culture in the 1950s, showcasing one's place in society and becoming a way to express conformity and individual identity. Having matching outfits for the whole family was popular, as well as matching dresses for mothers and daughters. In the 1960s, fashion could now be used to distinguish between levels within the middle class and even within the poorest classes in the United States. Culture and society also became more casual, so clothing could be mixed and matched to make many different outfits. A large portion of women's clothing now consisted of flared A-line dresses in bright colors, miniskirts, and two-piece bikinis. Women also began to take fashion cues from prominent figures in politics and entertainment, like Jackie Kennedy and Cher. Mod fashion came out of the youth culture in the 60s. The mod look placed emphasis on bright, bold patterns and colors, and the wearing of go-go boots, shorter skirts, and shorter hairstyles for women. Opposite of the mods were the people who embraced the rock and roll look. Greasers and jocks in the United States rejected the mod style and rebelled in their fashion choices by wearing leather and jeans or a more athletic, clean-cut style. The hippie counterculture also emerged from the west coast of the United States and spread throughout the country from the mid-60s onward. The style featured long maxi skirts, bell-bottom jeans, flowing fabric tops, peasant blouses, paisleys, florals, and bright tie-dyes. In the 1970s, many people primarily dressed in ways to please themselves rather than others. Prominent trends included tunics, pants sets, overalls, flared trousers, platform shoes, halter dresses, hot pants, leisure suits, sequins, and gold lame. Later in the decade, skinny or high-waisted jeans were popular along with the hippie look and casual look. The disco look also began in the 1970s, and women wore things like spandex tops, stretching disco pants, leotards, and catsuits. Young couples also liked to dress similarly and sometimes identically during this time period. Fashion was rapidly changing in the 1980s due to increased globalization of pop culture trends. Changes in technology and the expansion of cable television meant that celebrities' fashions were being exposed to fans and viewers. Music videos showcased fashion in a way that had not been seen before, and the media started to focus on young people. Teens bought stylish new clothes to imitate the trends they saw celebrities wearing in their latest music video, movie, or public appearance. Thanks to the creation of MTV, some fashion trends were directly related to music. New wave bands, hair metal bands, rap groups, rappers, and pop stars had a variety of styles that fans would attempt to mimic. These looks included androgynous-looking hair and makeup, women in menswear, short hair, futuristic makeup, square lines, color blocking and layers, ripped jeans and shirts, tight spandex jumpsuits, band t-shirts, big hair for women, and leather. Hip-hop style brought about the popular look of tracksuits, sportswear brands, Kangol hats, and gold chains and rings. Some artists that showcased this style were Run DMC, LL Cool J, and Salt and Pepper. Women's fashion in the 80s was also very funky and bright. They mostly wore neon leggings, leg warmers, high-top trainers, baggy blazers, jelly shoes, heeled shoes, high-waisted jeans, tight exercise clothing, headbands, and shoulder pads.
Don't wanna cry.
Fashion in the 1990s was the beginning of a shift in the Western world, the beginning of the adoption of tattoos and body piercings, aside from ear piercings. This brought back the indifferent, anti-conformist approach to fashion, leading to the popularization of the casual chic look. Loose-fitting and colorful clothing dominated the 90s. The trends were t-shirts, jeans, hoodies, trainers, black leggings with an oversized sweater, low-heel shoes, flannel shirts, denim, sweatpants, short skirts, silk skirts, turtlenecks, plain white keds, drain pipe jeans, bike shorts, and tartan skirts. Popular accessories were court shoes, cowboy boots, headscarves, leggings, and penny loafers. Throughout the 1990s, supermodels dominated the fashion industry. Some of the top models at the time were Cindy Crawford, Kate Moss, Carla Bruni, and Tyra Banks. In the late 1990s, color started making a comeback in mainstream fashion. Colorful clothes included fleeces, tank tops revealing the midriff called crop tops, Union Jack motifs, and military-inspired clothing, such as cargo pants and jackets with camouflage patterns.
Oh, don't you dare look